How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be debuting the 99 overall Gold Glove Pudge Rodriguez. And I think that this catcher could be, one of the top catchers in the entire game. Let's go ahead and hide the face cam. We'll talk about the player card and get right into the gameplay. So when you look at Pudge, you see, an all-around defensive animal as well as a pretty good power hitter at the same time. 115, 112 contact is really good. He's got good vision. 87 and 93 power. I don't have the prestige version of Pudge, obviously. This is my very first time using him. But once you do prestige that card, he will have 90 power against both sides. A pretty solid catcher. And here we go. We're trying him out on defense. In the very first pitch, he takes a line drive right off of the face. Take a look at this one right here. And yeah, I think that in last year's game, the one major problem with Pudge was the fact that he is 5'9", and he just could not block the baseball. Regardless what his blocking attribute was, it did not matter. He could just not block it. Sometimes the ball would just go right underneath him, and they really tried to fix that in this game, and hopefully we don't see that happen in this video here. But we are playing in the event, 3-inning games on all-star difficulty, and I do want to get into some ranked seasons, but I only had, a little bit of time on my lunch break and then some time after school today to play. But very first game here, the opponent quit, and that was an incredible first debut game from Pudge. He got smoked in the face with that line drive foul ball, and he didn't even get a chance to hit. So let's go ahead and hop into another one. This opponent might have the weirdest team name I've ever seen. I honestly don't even know what that means. Draymond Green is a pretty good basketball player, though. Anyway, with starting off this one with Ty Cobb, ground ball base knock up the middle. And I'm looking to steal. This opponent has Craig Biggio, and we have Pudge up right now. It's a pretty good matchup. And 99 speed just got the worst jump of all time. He gets thrown out there. So that's really the main thing that separates Pudge from all the other catchers in the game is his defense, his arm strength. Here we miss a pitch right down the middle. I should have pulled that for a no-doubter. Pudge does have a nice no-doubter, but I've missed some fastballs over the middle of the plate recently with right-handed hitters. And it's just something that I can't do. I really like using Craig Biggio, though. He just threw out Ty Cobb just barely. But it cost me a run. Hit a home run with Babe Ruth. It cost me a run there. But that's kind of the thing I'm looking for. The opponents are using Craig Biggio behind the plate. He's been really good behind the dish for me the entire year. I'm trying to see, is Pudge that much better on defense than Biggio? I like the speed of Biggio, and this event can kind of, give me a small sample size to see what Pudge can really do. The opponent tied the game up 1-1. We're trying to honestly, be losing going into the bottom of the third, or at least have it tied, so that way we can get more at-bats. But one of the things that is probably the most frustrating thing in the entire game is the fact that it's still, this late in the game cycle, and we just can't pick a guy off. This throwing meter will still glitch out, and we can't make a throw to first base. Look at Babe Ruth, just picks it up. He's like, what are you doing, Oral Hershiser? What in the world? And I was holding down the L2 and the circle button, but it just glitched. I cannot avoid the red throw in that situation. We get the double play ball, but the opponent's on third base, and he scores. Later on in the inning, he hit a double with Jackie Robinson. Now he has Wade Boggs up, Signature Series Wade Boggs. This card's all right. He's got great contact. Slider inside on the hands. He's going to pull that one down the right field line there. Larry Walker might have been able to throw this guy out at second, but I just threw it to the cutoff man instead. Here we have Craig Biggio up, bottom of the second. We only have, 5 outs left to work with. And here's something that I'm looking for, a base hit with the PCI is not even on the ball. Biggio's really good at hitting those cutters outside. I give up a lot of home runs to him when I throw that pitch. Try to look to avoid it sometimes, but here Jimmy Rollins has been on a tear. Jimmy Rollins is an incredible hitter on All-Star, but on the harder difficulties like Hall of Fame and Legend, I could not get a base knock with him. And in the event, he hits half of his hits are home runs. So it's just kind of interesting, how the stamina works with some of these pitchers. They get tired after throwing 5 pitches. And also the difference between All-Star difficulty and Hall of Fame. But anyway, here we're in our second at-bat with Pudge. Chance to walk the game off. So we were able to tie it up. And I'm in the situation I would like to be in. A situation to walk the game off with the player I'm debuting. And I missed it. Just didn't swing early enough once again. But Mickey Mantle is extending this inning. We get a 2-out base knock. I swung early enough on that one. And it was also below the zone. So kind of an interesting hit. Now he's worried about the runner a little bit. He's thrown a couple balls. That almost was like a pitch out. He thought it might be trying to steal. You know, 2 outs, good speed on first base, trying to get in scoring position. But I have Larry Walker up. I mean, that's almost a guaranteed home run every single time. And he does walk it off there. Let's go ahead and get into another game. I mean, we don't even have a base knock yet with Pudge. He hasn't done anything on defense. There hasn't been any opportunities for him to throw somebody out. He's only got, you know, drilled in the face with that line drive there on the very first pitch thrown. So here, we're finally getting a base knock up the middle. I would have liked this hit to be a home run, honestly. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good swing. I'm not really under it. We don't have the right launch angle there, but that's perfect timing, or in terms of what I'm looking for, you know, on the earlier side of good, like we get right here. Here we get the launch angle. Still also, you know, somewhat on top of the ball. This one's a line drive. We have more of a contact hitter, a higher contact attribute up at the plate. And these are just things I'm looking for. I mean, I struck out with Mickey Mantle, swung at a bad pitch. Look at Ty Cobb, though. Almost gets drilled by this ground ball up the middle. He's just diving back to second. Could have scored on that base hit, and now he's still on second base. Anyway, Hornsby's up, and this opponent was going to that sinker, that cutter, away to righties, inside to lefties, and I was looking for it right there. Al Leiter just does not get out of the inning whenever I face him or use him. I just, for whatever reason, I crushed that card. I faced him once on Legend. I've only played one game on Legend. Hit him pretty good. Faced him on All-Star and Hall of Fame as well, and hit him pretty well. So I don't know what it is about that dude, but he got lit up for me. I figured, you know, for the remaining portion of this video, I'll just open up some packs. I'm probably just going to sell Pudge Rodriguez because I like Biggio so much. I mean, he's just such a good player in this year's game. I have the Prestige one. I don't really think, you know, 90, 95, 96, and 90 power, or whatever Pudge is once he's prestiged, is that much of a difference from 82, 81 in this year's game, especially with right around the same contact. Biggio doesn't have that same arm strength or the same defense, but the speed just makes up for it. I like having that speed aspect. 93 speed from a catcher position is really crazy. And if they use, you know, Craig Biggio, if they continue to put him into the game, if we have his rights for a few years, I'm probably going to look to get Craig Biggio, I mean, every single year. I mean, he's a really good card. I know a lot of people have used him since the game first came out, and I haven't really used him, you know, the entire game cycle. I got him a month or two in, but since picking him up, he's, you know, he's been a really good hitter for me, really good all-around player. It seems like, you know, sometimes he'll go into a little bit of a slump, but when I need him to clutch up, he does, and it seems like whenever, you know, some of the other guys in the top of my lineup, or some of the guys like 1 through 5 are just not performing, the bottom of my lineup can sometimes pick up the slack, and that's where I've had Biggio. I mean, I bat him in the 7 or 8 spot. He's a really good player to put at the bottom of your lineup because you can't, you know, you can't really intentionally walk him with the pitcher spot coming up. He's going to steal second on you. You can go to a pinch hitter and try and knock him in. But so far, I mean, these packs are absolutely awful. We're 20 packs in, and we don't have anything yet. No diamonds. I don't even know if we have a gold card. I have not been paying attention to the packs. I've just been mindlessly opening them, revealing all these cards. I have pulled quite a few diamonds recently, though, so I can't expect too much. I can't expect, you know, a 90 overall pull every time, or I can't even expect a diamond out of every 50 pack. I've been looking at the comments. I've been extremely busy in my personal life. I'm also working on, you know, a second YouTube channel, uploading some Madden content. I've been experimenting, you know, with other games, trying to learn how to improve my content, trying to, you know, just learn about a variety of things, as well as teach some classes virtually as of right now, and pretty soon get back into person with that. I've had a lot of meetings and a lot of paperwork to fill out recently, so hopefully, you know, I'll be able to go live on Twitch a couple times, you know, for the month of September. I'm hoping. I just don't know. I mean, every day it just seems like I have a couple things pop up and some work to be done in different areas, but I do want to be, you know, completely honest and open with everyone. And it's just, you know, I'm streaming for fun. Whenever I go live on Twitch, I'm streaming for fun. I miss all of you guys, and I know that some of you miss the streams as well. But at the same time, it's like I got to focus on what I'm doing for my career and make sure that I'm not messing anything up. I would love to stream. I would love to go live. It's just not something that I feel I can focus on at the same time as trying to make sure I have all my dates and meetings set up. If I go live, I mean, even the last time I was live, I got hit up about a bunch of information during the stream, and it just was tougher for me to figure out what was going on afterward. So I just kind of wanted to explain that, as well as I'm just kind of opening up some packs here. So far, nothing really. I mean, we're starting to heat up a little bit with some gold cards. But overall, I mean, in this debut with Pudge, I only got a couple of at-bats with him, only got one base hit. But that's kind of what I would expect from him in ranked seasons as well. I don't think that, he would be one of my better hitters. I don't think I would be able to showcase his skills in the best way possible. I'm sure other people are going to have, better performances with Pudge than I would. But for me, I usually like more of the left-handed hitters. I like to use some of the righties with a quicker swing. I just feel that Mike Piazza and Pudge don't really fit my play style in this year's game. I like Craig Biggio a little bit more. Some of the right-handed hitters I'm using in my lineup have very similar swings. Hornsby has a quick swing. Biggio has a quick swing. And honestly, I don't have that many righties in my lineup. I'm using a lot of lefties, switch hitters, and I guess I do have a couple on the bench, like Gary Sheffield. I've used Vladimir Guerrero, Buster Posey, just a variety of players. And I just hit better with lefties in general. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We don't have any diamonds. We don't pull any diamonds, which is unfortunate. But 50 packs, I figured I would show you. Sometimes I don't get the best luck either. I have gotten pretty lucky recently. But thank you all for watching. I'm College Lefty, and peace out.